Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
No cussing. Well, no F-bombs until 9:30. Rule. I'm going to abide by it. It is 9 o'clock.
Whoa, there we go. I was like, I had it. All right, let's go.
I can use some foul language, but I have 30 minutes. You're going to drop an F-bomb. Just let you know. How y'all doing? Here we go. Fart Drop Thursday. Thanks for watching In the Building with me and Rudy and DJ LG. I'm Mike F. Taylor.
Hey, In the Building can kiss my ass.
So does LG still roll with DJ?
Not as all. He's semi-retired. He only comes out of retirement if he's got.
I think now LG probably tells people these outrageous prices because he doesn't want to do it. But if they say yes, he's like, all right.
Nah, I'm done. I haven't taken a gig in a while.
He's got that Texas mentality. I'm gonna overcharge like a sumbitch because some point somebody's gonna pay it, and they do.
Nah.
Weddings.
What are your rates, LG?
Too expensive.
I'll talk about.
Nah, I'm retired. I don't take no gigs anymore.
Why are you retired?
Too many digital gigs.
It just doesn't pay enough.
Yeah.
The problem
it's
is
a hustle. It's a hustle.
You got to put all the shit up, and then
late nights.
And then you got a DJ that'll do it for 70. So then if LG comes in and says 500, they're like, "What? DJ such and such that sucks. He'll do it for 75." Well,
it's a young man's game. It's a young man's game these days.
Great point.
Yeah, so like all those big DJs that blew up 20 years ago, what are they all just chilling on the beach with their money now, not doing like Skrillex and Danger Mouse and all that shit?
That's a whole different thing than I'm the working man's DJ. That's a whole different level. That's a celebrity, not everyone gets to do that.
It is a young man's game, whether you are banking or you're hustling in a city. It's a young dude's game. What's the retirement age average?
Fuck if I know. All my DJ buddies are still doing it.
Damn.
I'm the only one that really dropped out.
Yeah, but they're not running.
All the OGs are still there, still doing it.
They ain't running in the building, baby. They ain't running in the building. Damn right. All right, get your asses in here and like this show, share this show, post this show. I had a lot of people yesterday repost our link, so I'm hoping we get them subscribers up over 4,000 soon enough. Did a bit yesterday where I posted a link of our show and asked all Thunderdomers share this, repost, let all your other followers see a link, so let them see you tweeting and Facebooking, trying to get some followers, and to show my appreciation to all Thunderdomers who did that. All y'all's name went into a hopper. Tomorrow I'm gonna pull a name live on this show. And we're going to give somebody 4 lower-level San Antonio Missions baseball tickets. My personal tickets that they give me. So I get 4 tickets a night every home game. And I've decided just to give a bunch of mine away to Thunderdomers, So, like, next week when the Missions are home, I'm going to be out of town. I won't be using my seats ever. Might as well give some Thunderdomers some seats, man, out of the goodness of my heart. Because I support Thunderdome. I also need to get them numbers up. All right, we are emanating from the house.
I've got a lot better at this YouTubing.
We all have stuff to do. We're all 3 getting ready to travel, although y'all don't leave till next Wednesday, so y'all got a week. I leave on Monday. But, there's things to do, lines to cross, I's that need to be dotted. And so we got shit going on. So anyway, hello boys, how we doing? Everybody good?
Fantastic.
Settle in.
Fantastic.
Ready to talk a little Dak Prescott.
You want to talk Dak Prescott?
Yeah, let's get it out of the way.
Dakota?
Let's duck a little Dakota right off the top, shall we?
Let's do it.
That's a drop. Sorry, LG. I even have a dump button here at K Mike Studios and didn't use it. That was an asshole thing for me to do. All right. So Dak said yesterday, in his opening minicamp press conference, teams all over the NFL now are reporting to camp. Patrick Mahomes, by the way, commented on Harrison Butker's comments commented on Fort Worth's own Rashee Rice's buffoonery. We'll get into that here in a minute. Thought we'd do a little quarterbacks talk this morning. Run through some of the bigger names in the NFL. And we'll start with Cowboys' own Dakota Prescott.
It's my quarterback.
Who said yesterday when asked about the lack of a contract extension, he said, quote, "I don't play for money." Then why ain't you signed an extension yet, man? Dak Prescott yesterday, quote, "I don't play for money, never have, never cared for it, to be honest with you." Yeah. This is the dude who held out, wound up having to be franchise tagged 2 years in a row, but he ain't playing for money. He says he would give up money to just play the game. Would give up money to just play this game. So I allow that to the business people to say what it's worth, what they're supposed to give a quarterback of my play, a person of my play, a leader of my play. For me, it's about, as I said, control what I can control and handle that part, and the rest will take care of itself. I like that, though. These guys know what a quarterback's worth that plays like me, a person like me, a leader like me. Mm-hmm. He wants max money. He wants to be the latest, highest paid dude ever. And if the Cowboys are going to extend him to save their asses in the salary cap, then he's going to want a big ass number in bonus. And he's going to want a big ass salary in the latter part of the contract with no trade clause and all that stuff. But it ain't about the money, Rudy. Ain't about the money.
Well, what's weird is I'm still waiting on one of these new quarterbacks to do the Tom Brady. Now, not all of them can do that because not all of them get the dollars off the field like Tom did. Tom had Uggs, Aston Martin, the list goes on. But one of those people that make a butt ton of money off the field is Dakota Prescott. Mm-hmm. Now, and Jerry said it multiple times, money's a little tight. So if that's true, Dak, if I'm Jerry and Steven, I pull all of his stuff that he's making off the side.
Yeah.
And then I play him the clip that he just that clip from the OTAs. And I say, look at what you're making and look at what you said. Help us out then. Tom Brady took hometown discounts his whole career and watched Bill Belichick screw him over because Bill wouldn't spend the money. So Tom would be looking around like, took a pay cut and you let Wes Welker walk. I took a pay cut and you let Randy Moss walk. I took a pay cut and you let, whoever.
All their kickers.
So if I'm Dak's agent, I don't rip him a new one because Dak can get a new agent at the drop of a hat. But I do tell him, hey, can we ease up on the I don't play for money talk? Because I'm the one that has to deal with Jerry and Steven telling me, well, look at all the money you're getting from Sleep Number and Pepsi. No cough button here at home.
Good.
So I wouldn't say that if I was Dak, because if that's the case, if I'm Jerry and Steven, all right, well, I'm gonna put it to the test then. Because again, there's Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Aaron. There's about a good 7 or 8 quarterbacks that make a good amount of money off the field. Dak's one of them. So take less so everybody can eat.
This is what he's saying because he's probably pissed off that he doesn't have a deal already going into his final training camp here before his contract extends. What I think he's saying is, look, I don't play for money. I play for what I'm worth, which is $60 million a year.
I can dig that.
He wants his money. He held out twice. Well, he would have held out twice. They franchise tagged him. He thought about holding out. If Dallas wanted to give him tier 1 money, they would have done it by now. The fact that we're now starting minicamp at the end of May, dude, we're 2 months out from training camp here. Less than.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that they're convinced they want him back. I think they're probably 70-30 on that. Is it possible they let this man play this season and go to free agency and risk losing him? Sure. I still think we're going to have a deal by kickoff. But you're right, man. For him to bust out and say, I don't play for money. But the Joneses know that that's bullcrap. He wants tier 1 money.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around would they let Dak walk? And I'm going to say no. Unless now we hit Oxnard, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, the light bulb has gone off for Trevor Lawrence. No, not Trevor Lawrence. That's the kid in Jacksonville. Yeah, Trey Lance. I don't know why I'm thinking about Shunts. If Trey Lance is kicking ass at training camp, 4th round pick, maybe.
I'm done with Dak. And for me, I'd let the dough hit him. I'm done. I let him walk this year, no matter what Trey Lance does. But they're not.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Yeah. Mid-July training camp. Checking out dates. I don't want Dak back. I've seen Dak at his finest.
Wait,
and
you talking about not even this year? Not even this year?
No. What I would do is I would let him go to free agency next summer. Now, it's possible I re-sign him, but I have no problem letting Dak Prescott hit free agency. Let the Falcons overpay when Kirk Cousins is whatever. Whoever. Let the Cardinals pay him. This team has not even tried to draft a good quarterback since they drafted Troy Aikman and then took Steve Walsh in the same year in the supplemental draft. They've not drafted a quarterback since with the thought this is our future. Their asses got lucky with Romo, an undrafted free agent. Their asses got lucky with Dak, a kid they didn't even want and thought he could barely play in the 4th round. They got so effing lucky. You're right. There's no way they let him go to free agency because they don't have the experience when it comes to trying to get a new franchise guy, and they don't have the balls. They don't do what the Packers do and draft quarterbacks while other guys are still in their prime. Aaron Rodgers talked about this 2 days ago when the Jets showed up for minicamp. Rodgers was saying, he was talking about that. I mean, hell, he's like talking about how, he's like, I'm 40. I got to get my S together. He's coming off the Achilles. 40. I can't be a bum this year because I'll be out the door no matter what I've done. The Packers drafted my replacement 4 years before I left. But that's the Packers being ruthless and taking care of themselves. The Cowboys are the same old sissies, and Dak knows it. They're going to take care of him. Something's going to get done. I think the Cowboys are so gutless at the position that they would re-sign Dak so they wouldn't have to start over at that position before they would re-sign Micah Parsons. If you told the Joneses today you have a choice, one or the other, Dak or Micah, I think they choose Dak Prescott because they are too scared to go into the unknown at that position.
Well, who's your buddy we had on from the Fan?
RJ Choppy.
Who's the other guy?
Shan Sharif.
Now, Shan, about a month or two ago, was saying he has plenty of sources in that building that says they're growing tired of Micah. Some people in that building. So I agree with you on that. Because I don't think Shan's just throwing that against the wall. His credibility means too much in that area just to throw that against the wall without any real sources. They don't have they're number one. They don't have to throw shit against the wall. So if he says that, he has multiple sources that say people are growing tired of Micah's act. Yeah, they would take that. Because the thing about it is, Mike, when I look at San Francisco, whatever. Some people, you want to say Brock Purdy's better. Good. Look, he's a game manager like Dak is. And they've made it to multiple conference championships. So I think that's the thought process with the Cowboys. Like, if we can get everything else around him right, we can succeed. Now, it hasn't worked out that way. But that's the thought process. Jared Goff's not that much better than Dak, but they got everything around him right.
Right, but Jared Goff makes big plays in big games when it matters the most, as he did last year. And they gave the 49ers all the hell they could get. Dan Campbell lost that game. Jared Goff played better than Brock Purdy. Jared Goff played his ass off, and the idiot coach fucked it up. Did I make 30 minutes? I may not have.
No, I don't think so. What? That's 50. That's a quarter.
I love Dan Campbell's balls and moxie. I support him as a Texan, but I will go to my grave insisting that he blew the Lions season last year. Goff played great.
Well,
I
hell,
would
even in
take
the
Goff
Cowboy
all
game.
day over Dak Prescott. Not even close.
Well, think about what he did in the Cowboy game. What he went for it 15 times in a row.
Yeah, because he's a stubborn goat and got his ass beat in the playoffs because of it. So, of course, I don't want the alternative. I don't want a sissy coach, but you can't have that. That's too much. Anyway, the point was about Goff, and I'd rather have Jared Goff all day, every day than Dak. I would let Dak Prescott go in the summer. Try to re-sign him if I don't have any other choices. But if I lose him, so be it, man. God forbid they let Trey Lance have a chance to compete for the gig this summer. But they're too damn chicken shit. They'll sign Dak. This is a moot segment. They'll get him done. I'm convinced.
Agreed. I mean, I look at Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson has a ring.
Mm-hmm.
They got him out of Denver, and then they brought him to Pittsburgh, and then traded for Justin Fields. The Atlanta Falcons gave Kirk Cousins $170 million. Then went and drafted Michael Penix. Aaron Rodgers got a number one drafted behind him. Dak, don't touch him. Yeah. But that's, again, it's a broken record.
Yeah. Dak could have said in that press conference, I'm all about the money. I don't give a shit about the game. I want to get paid big max dollars, bitch. He could have said those exact words, and they'd still give him whatever he wanted. They're too chicken shit. He'll be back. He's fine. All right. Big event coming up on Sunday. These boys get it done on big Sundays. They are not Dak Prescott. They are the official bar of this show, the official studio host. Big event coming up this week. Here's a local Thunderdomer to tell you all about what's coming up on Sunday here on In the Building.
Only badasses go to Slackers. Good thing for all of us badasses, there's 5 locations. The one we're hyping this week, though, Nacogdoches location. This Sunday for Memorial Day, all this here. 2,000 pounds of crawfish. DJs, live vendors, a big-ass party. Celebrate Memorial Day, showing love to America. Slackers this Sunday. Get your asses in here. It's only $15 at the door. Love you hard.
Who is that dumbass thinking he's a badass podcaster? Woo! I look like a truck driver, been up 3 days and hocked up on steak and crank. God.
Are you taking that shirt to Hawaii?
Oh yeah, you bet your ass. I'm gonna wear it all day long. My kids are gonna be like, "Ah, damn, man, go back to Texas."
Daddy,
Yeah, you've been in Texas too long, pops.
I don't want to see that.
Shirt. I'm gonna rep the shit out of this shirt. You bet your ass. All right, Sunday crawfish boil, $15. The other ones were $20. This one's only $15 coming up on Sunday. All right, we're talking quarterbacks this morning, at least to start. Tyler, Texas' own. Rudy's countryman, Patrick Mahomes. He also
don't have a nickname. He don't have a nickname.
Pat. I don't need a nickname, Rudy. I can't. I don't know how to do Patrick Mahomes' voice.
It's Kermit.
Yeah, it's got that, but it's a Texas Kermit. It's got that East Texas draw Kermit,
something like that.
Yeah,
all right. So close. The current GOAT, the goal, greatest of all league.
Ooh,
he's this.
I like that.
Yeah. He's the current goal. He's the goal. He defended Harrison Butker in his opening day press conference. Said he didn't agree with it. I'll just read you the quote. I can't do Patrick.
Yeah,
Mahomes.
read it.
There's certain things that he said.
I don't know. I ain't getting it done.
There's certain things that he said I don't necessarily agree.
No, that's not going to work either. All right, take 3.
No.
Take 3.
F you, Mike Taylor.
Okay. There's certain things that he said that I don't necessarily agree with, but I understand the person that he is, and he's trying to do whatever he can to lead people in the right direction. And that might not be the same values as I have, but at the same time, I'm going to judge him by the character that he shows every single day here. That's a great person we're talking about. He'll continue to move along and try to help build each other up and make ourselves better every single day. But at the end of the day, we're going to come together as a team, and I think that'll help as far as eliminating distractions outside of this building. So he's playing the family card. That's my family. I don't agree with everything he said, but he's on my team, and that's my kicker. So Patrick Mahomes, don't agree with it, but I support him because he's my guy. I respect that. That's He's a colleague. They're not brothers. They come from different worlds, and they play on the same team, so you got to make it work.
Only thing I don't like, distractions outside this locker room. Like, the distraction was caused by him. This isn't the media drumming up something.
Right.
So when you say, well, we got to block out distractions outside, the distraction is in the locker room. And his name is Harrison Butker. Regardless if it's, one guy's opinion, one Catholic's opinion, not all. So even though it's his opinion, he caused it. Whether we made too much of it or not is a whole other thing. He caused this. So don't call it a distraction.
Right. I agree. Roger Goodell has now commented on this thing finally.
Really?
It's this story that won't go away. I'm sure he's ready for it too. Yeah. So teams are starting for minicamp this week, but all the owners and GMs and front office people, they're in Nashville for league meetings, which is why everybody's assembled. So Roger Goodell's in Nashville and was asked about Harrison Butker ripping the league for having LGBTQ month, ripping on people that, are gay. The women are, we get so touchy about women. Well, there's been a lot of debate about whether or not a woman wants to be a mom or wants to be a housewife. But what got totally swept under the rug, how about him annihilating the gay community, calling it diabolical? That got completely swept under the rug because the women got their feelings hurt. I thought that was funny. So Goodell said yesterday, look, he goes, listen, we have over 3,000 players. We have executives around the league. They have a diversity of opinions and thoughts just like America does. I think that's something that we treasure, and that's part of, I think, ultimately what makes us as a society better. So Goodell's like, look, he's basically in a society. He's a dumbass. What do you want me to do? Who got hurt? And that's another thing. I'm not defending Butker. I think Butker, a lot of things he said were stupid. But again, we have so many people that wake up in this world every day looking to get offended. Who gives a shit what he said to some? And a bunch of those college kids got pissed and booed him anyway. The nuns of the Benedictine have ripped him. This story won't go away. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
And
I'm gonna get drunk. Shit.
The pickle, I don't even think it's a pickle. I'm trying to see how I want to word this. The predicament Roger Goodell is in is this. On one hand, you can't allow people to speak openly about social justice and the president and things like that and be like, hey, freedom of speech. Let the brothers speak out. Like, I know NFL was anti-kneeling, right? They tried to, but Goodell was like, hey, that's going to be up to the teams. If these guys want to kneel and they want to figure out different ways of protest, I got to allow that. So you can't turn around and then say, hey, Harrison Butker, you need to shut up.
Right. I agree.
So that's the predicament Roger Goodell's in. He's got to tread lightly because, again, you've allowed quite a bit to be said from your players.
Right. For sure. I agree.
Yeah, so that's my only thing.
Right. So, and then the Chiefs have had a hell of an offseason. And they're dealing with this damn kid from Haltom City, which is basically Fort Worth, this Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
Who already is under investigation for hit and run, or literally hit and running off with his buddies. And then we get this scene in the bar a couple of weeks ago up at the Metro Sex. Some guy said he punched him in the face. Did you see that? By the way, that guy who allegedly got punched in the face by Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice in Dallas, the guy has come out and said, look, it's fine. I'm over it. And he's asked the Dallas police or wherever city this was to not prosecute him. Guy said, I'm not filing charges. And I hope the city will leave him alone. Bygones be bygones. Translation, Rashee Rice's lawyer slipped me $10,000 last week. I know I'm a cynical guy, but I have a hard time believing, you know what? He's not showing him grace like I showed that high school football player at the Valley. This guy, I bet you he got a check to be quiet.
Or he woke up the next day and his boys told him, love you, man. I had your back in the moment. but you earned that punch in the face.
Oh, well, yeah, we don't know the circumstance of the fight. Yeah, maybe he was an asshole.
You know what
maybe
I mean?
He had it coming. Yeah, maybe he had it
but
coming.
I'm leaning toward you though.
Or maybe Rashee Rice.
Somebody slid him an envelope.
Right. Or maybe Rice is fighting for a contract in Kansas City after having a breakout year, and he's already screwed up once by the hit and run, and the last thing he needs is now a bar fight. And so let's go ahead and just make the bar fight go away so we can worry about the hit and run. Because then people have sued the guys that got hit in the hit and run. Oh, yeah. They sued.
He ain't making no money to be paying out a bunch of lawsuits.
That's right. Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
What is Rashee Rice's salary?
I found this on the web.
800,000.
Rashee Rice. 4-year deal, $3.5 million. So not even $1 million a season. Yeah, total.
I said about 800. That's around there.
Yep. So yeah, he ain't got time for a second loss. It wouldn't shock me if the man that got punched has already signed an NDA and had a check slipped to him.
Hey.
They might have put it in somebody else's name just to make it look good, but he's going to wind up. I bet the guy who got punched is going to get paid. I'm a cynical guy, but that's what happened. Happened so much more than we even know.
I agree.
All right. We ready to do some punching here? Are you ready? Are you ready for violence? Violencia? Let's get it with it. It's the Law Office of Orlando Kell. People I want to punch. Thursday edition. I had a pretty good 24 hours, man. I'll be honest.
I got one if you're not ready.
I'm thinking it over. I'm thinking about it. Who you got?
HOA. Fucking with me about my fence. Fucking with me about my I made it 30. I'm good. Fucking with me about my fence. Like, dude, you keep freaking bothering me about. Look, if I could fix the damn fence, I'd fix it. Like, it's not even that bad. I hate HOAs. If I'm ever blessed enough to get another house, I would like to get one where there isn't an HOA. They're such an ass whip, dude. And it's like, first of all, anybody that's on the HOA, I hope LG isn't on his HOA staff because I'm about to rip them. They're the same people that the teacher would be like, hey, I have to run to the office or down to the restroom. Mm-hmm. Come up here and write names on the board of the people that aren't behaving. Those are the people that make up your HOA. The people that got picked in school to tattle, or they were hall monitors. HOA people were hall monitors / write people's names on the board that didn't behave while I was out.
Right.
Like who volunteers for that shit? Because they don't get paid, do they?
No.
Now look, I'm not saying that I should be allowed to just let my house go to shit. I want my house to, go up in value just like the next person. I wish my taxes wouldn't go up with it, but that's a whole other story. Uh-huh. So I'm not saying I should just be able to let my grass grow to 10 feet tall, but if I got a picket or 2 or 7 in the back where nobody can see unless you're walking your dog, leave me the hell alone, man.
Well, you've been out of town a lot. Are you going to get to it soon? I'm hoping.
No, I'm fixing it tomorrow. Or I'm going to keep getting fined. I'm not fixing it. I'm paying someone to fix it.
Yeah, the HOA, LG is also a homeowner with an HOA. So it's been a minute since I had an HOA, was a part of one. What the hell benefit is an HOA, by the way? They just seem like a bunch. It's organized Karens. What's the benefit?
Well,
pays for like the rec center and the
right.
And how long have
the grass and whatnot?
Sure, LG's in the community pool every day.
Yeah,
but they don't put our money toward anything. I haven't seen anything upgraded. Our little park for the
stuff
kids
over here. I don't participate in any of it, but like I can go to I don't like neighborhood pools. I don't like community pools. It's gross.
You have a community pool?
Yeah. See, I have a community pool. I have a park.
I've been to that.
All sorts of stuff. Yeah,
it's nice.
I ain't got shit.
So what the hell are you paying an HOA for?
That's what I want to know, Mike.
Damn. So you can so you have to fix your fence. What's wrong with the fence?
A couple
falling
like
down?
the way my house is set up, my house is on. It's in the little passageway where there's the dog park, so that's
Oh,
why
I
they're
got
on me.
you.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so you can see it, and you can see it from there. So like when you let your dogs loose in our little dog park, you can see
Okay.
my pickets. I don't remember what storm it was, but it took a beating. So it's you again from the front. House looks fine, nothing like when you drive down the street. But if you're walking your dang dog, you can see it. So again, I get it. It's just damn that when I saw the bill today in the mail, I was like, shit.
Shit. That's so. What if you
So
just say "fuck you"? I'm not paying it.
they're gonna just keep finding me.
Oh my
Fix
god.
this shit, bitch.
Pretty
That's
much. So it's like a punch them and me.
all right. I'm punching Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun.
Oh shit, a little LG from Mike.
As we all get ready to fly, the last thing I want to hear about is how shitty Boeing's planes are. The Boeing saga continues. As another fleet of these damn planes has a flaw that needs to be fixed, according to this new report, what's the Daily Mail.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that Boeing's 777 jets are dealing with an electrical fault called elastrostatic discharge, which could prove disastrous for the plane's fuel tanks. Namely, it could cause the wings to catch on fire or just explode outright. What on earth, Boeing?
I'm flying on two of them.
It gets worse
You're
and
on
worse.
777s?
No, 747 800s or something like that. But still, goddamn United.
This Daily Mail says the flaw was uncovered in a notice by the FAA. The FAA's realized that 300 plus Boeing 777s could be at risk, including aircrafts in American Airlines and what are you flying this week, LG?
United.
Ah, you got it. United.
Of course. Yep.
That's what I'm flying too. To fucking Hawaii.
I'm on American to Santa Barbara. I'm on American.
Outrageous. I don't know how Boeing might need to cease being a company.
How? Who would
never
make
thought
the
I'd live in a
planes, Mike?
world. Somebody else needs to. I mean, I never thought I'd live in a world where Boeing might need to shut down ops.
If they'll probably just force the sale like they're doing to TikTok. Just sell it.
The government should step in. The
government will make them sell it.
FUBAR. You got anybody you need to punch, LG?
Nah,
Might as well
I'm
get
good.
one in. We might not live past next week. We're flying on United. Poor
I'm with
United.
you
They
on-
didn't do shit. It's
Yeah.
Boeing's fault.
I'm with you on Boeing, so double punch Boeing.
Awful. It is the law office of Orlando Kell. They do family law over there. Unfortunately, 50% of the married population is going to wind up getting a divorce. That's divorce. Custody, visitation issues, dad's rights, maybe modifications to a decree, enforcements. Maybe your ex is not abiding by the decree and you need enforcement enforced. That is where Orlando comes in. You can call him today at 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly. It's orlandokell@gmail.com, orlandokell@gmail.com. All right, what else today? How about we had a bloodletting at KSAT TV today. Did y'all see that? See that yesterday?
Dude, so
Damn.
you text me this. Oh, there we go. You text me this, and I was like, what? What happened?
Big time veterans are gone. People that have been there for a long ass time. We all know Greg Simmons don't work there no more. Pobrecito. They were looking for an excuse to get his salary off the books, and he gave them one with that DUI. Mark Austin, who for years has done their midday news, like the 12 o'clock news, he gone. Bought out, forced retirement, and everybody's retiring June 1st, all 5 people. Ursula Perry, who's been doing TV over there for decades, she lopped her head off. She gone. A guy that I just hung out with not long ago because I did his show. pimping the barbecue. Mike Osterhage, who does their SA Living that they do at 9 o'clock, longtime weatherman, then went over there to do that SA Living thing. He gone. Jesse Degollado, been there since the 70s, over 40 years.
I don't know him personally, but I know who he is.
She gone. And David Sears, longtime morning.
They didn't get rid of Sears.
Gone. Adios amigos. He also covered sports for a long time too.
Sears, get your fucking shine box.
Translation. This is the thing. One, like they're gonna hide behind. We got to get younger, which is fair. I'm not saying that's not fair, but let's be clear. These are kids coming out of college that they're gonna hire, that they can hire for 50 grand or less. Am I shooting too low?
A little, but I know you're on the right track. I guarantee you, Ursula Perry.
Okay, let's leave the number out. Cheaper than the people they let go.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get going younger. That's everybody's running to that. Look on television. Look around.
Yeah,
everybody's trying to get young. Everybody's trying to get younger, but everybody's also cutting costs because, I mean, in all honesty, other than I don't know, Mike. Even though you're a news guy, you're a newspaper guy. When the last time you turned on your television and watched David Sears hit after a Spurs game? And I love Sears. Sears is my guy.
Years.
I know Sears personally. That's my guy. I'm not saying that. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, in the streaming world that we're in the digital world that we're in, who turns on their TV at noon to watch whoever it was that got let go? Who's turned on their TV to see David do his 5-minute hit after the Spurs lost their 70th game?
Forget David. People aren't watching the local newscasts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're losing their ass in revenue money too. So I've been told that there are some stations that are losing over 100 that have dropped. They're down $100,000 or more in ad revenues from 1 year ago per month on the average.
Per month?
Negative 100, based on like last year. Like if a station made 400 grand last April, this year they made 300 grand, and the average drop is $100,000. 33%, 40% in some cases.
Now you do that times 12, Mike. That sounds like 1.2 million to me. Somewhere around there, right? No more than that. Shit, 1.4 million. I'm sorry.
Well, and back in the day, I mean, there were
stations.
No, it is
1.2. Yeah, 100,000 times 12. That's 1.2. Yeah.
There were stations making over $1 million a month. Back in the day.
But that's when people were watching, and the advertisers were getting bang for their buck.
Bingo. And when you say that news needs to get younger, that doesn't necessarily mean literally younger. Just do better. Just do newer newscasts. You don't have to fire all your old people. But it's also about getting rid of salary. Fine, if you want to bring in millennials, that's fine. I get that. But like I said, you don't have to you have to literally get younger. You got to get newer. You got to evolve. Local television news has been long stagnant. No one under 40 watches local news. Shit, hardly anybody under. I don't under. No offense to David Sears. When's the last time you watched a 10 o'clock local newscast?
Damn, shame on me.
Why is it? Why would you? What's the point? LG watches, I think, a little bit more often than the normal guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So
I don't.
On that.
Ever.
I just didn't take LG for a live television person. But
he watches the news more than I do.
Okay.
Well, I don't watch it ever, though. I follow it on the internet. Like, I follow all the local stations. Okay, LG's had it on every once in a while.
Usually it's after a Spurs game when they roll into it, like right after.
Or that gal from Kansas, Kansas doing the weather in the morning. He's by the channel for her a lot.
Oh yeah, the weather girl.
Yeah,
she's good.
Yeah,
I don't remember her name, but she's good.
Fine journalist. LG enjoys her journalism.
She's a fine weather anchor. She's not a meteorologist. She's a weather anchor.
Weather anchor, yeah.
Yes, weather anchor.
No, man. Newscasts have got to evolve and change. One of the edicts, one of the Mike Taylor survival and broadcasting edicts in my 10 commandments is evolve or die. It is long time for local news stations to evolve. And what that means is y'all need to get, and it's like radio's the same. You and I've talked about this on and off our show. These TV stations have got to quit. Hi, I'm Stiff Johnson. I went to Syracuse and I talk like this. Thank you, LG. I'm here to do rando news and pretend like I'm half robot. No. You got to start putting human beings on your goddamn TV stations. If y'all want to, and it's probably too late for a lot of these local news stations. Too late. These millennials that ain't watched y'all ever, they ain't gonna just start now unless you up your marketing budget by $1 million and make sure you get in front of millennials with marketing and advertising. Local news has got to start being quick. Pop. There was a fire. Oh my God, let's go to Dave. Big fire. We got 2 people dead. We're going to get you more later on. Boom, let's go to John. He's standing on the south side. Got a shooting over here. Guy's name is Raul. Blah, blah, blah. Back to you. Blah, blah. Boom, 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 boom. Almost need to put TikTokers on local news. Influencers need to be on local news.
Well, let me tell you why that works. Because you drive people that use their social media for other than, like, all those people you name have social media, right? But it's all based around what they do on television. None of it is based. A lot of the old school people, and now this is not a knock. A lot of the old school people, everything they post is a clip of their hit or something that relates to that. Like, it's not just, there's no original content that's going to drive the people that just follow you on social to television. Because again, you, you, LG, shit. Who knows? There's a pretty high percentage of people that from my social that don't listen to the pod. So I have to do stuff for them to drive them to the pod. So like I got to give them A, B, and C. So this way, when I post D, the link to In the Building, they're like, well, let me check it out. I like what he's doing here and there. Most of these guys, most of these dinosaurs, there's no real social media presence. There's no real content outside of what they do that's going to drive people to watch the 10 o'clock news or the 12 o'clock hit or whatever it may be.
Which is why a lot of the local newscasts here in town have been able to kick it old school longer than most other cities. Like in Seattle, ain't nobody watching local news. That's a technologically progressive, innovative city. Austin, ain't nobody watching local news in Austin. Nobody. Those stations are losing their ass, hand over fist over another hand, and then more ass. The stations here have been able to kind of sustain longer because, like you said, we have a blue collar.
It's a different city.
Slow to adopt technological city in many regards. And so all the viejitos, they're all still watching local news, but people under 40 are not. So this town's even now starting to catch up. We're a little slow on the draw when it comes to technology, which is fine with me. It's one of the quirks I like about it. I'm slow on the draw technologically. But even I know you better get your, like you said, newer, younger on your local news, because I don't need to watch no news channel unless I'm being entertained. You need to go put entertaining people and let them do young news stories. You
gonna send a resume to KSAT?
Who, me?
Yeah, no. Why not?
They should. I'm Mike fucking Taylor. They should call me. I ain't gonna call them.
The wine is kicking in, folks.
No.
That's always you. That's always been you.
There ain't a sportscaster in this motherfucking city that can do a better job than me. But I'm a wildcat, and none of these stations in town have got the balls to give me a call. I would have called me and you already if I were a local newsman. I would have. We should be doing television.
I'll say this. I love me some me, but the fact that no one's offered you a job on any station here, television, is a crime. It's
because
a crime.
I'm not because what they want. Again, I'm not a robot.
I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth, but I also know that Thunderdome goes where you go, and it's been proven. And everybody in the city, in our arena, whether it be print, radio, or television, or pod, knows that your people come with you. And the fact that none of these, whatever you call them, I don't know if they're called program directors in television. The fact that nobody said, "Hey, Mike, come do 30 minutes a week or an hour a week," is a crime. It's a crime.
Thank you, man. Well, I mean, look, you got to start I love Nate Ryan. I think he's a talented guy. I think he's going to go to the network. the white kid over at Ken's. He's been on our show before.
Drew P. Wells.
He's the one that got pranked
Drew P. Wells
last year during Cowboy training camp. Why am I frozen? Why did I freeze? There I go. Did I freeze? There I go. No, Nate Ryan's that kid that got pranked in Cowboys training camp a couple of years ago. And you read an unfortunate name on the air.
You're such an ass for that.
Drew P. Webos.
So who got in trouble for that? You or him?
Yeah, he didn't get in trouble. We made fun of him, called him a dumbass, and then invited him to come on the show, and he said yes, and I had so much respect for him when he came on and was laughing at himself. Now, we got a cease and desist, though, from Ken's 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We got dinged
for running that cut. We got told to never run that again. That's funny. But that's an example. That's an example of what I'm talking about. These news stations have got to pull the corn cobs out of their buttholes. Get the broomstick out of your asses and evolve and act like regular people. These kids, they'll watch you if you put I'm not saying you cuss and you're controversial. Do the news professionally. But this whole robot thing, and I gotta change my thought. I gotta change to a thought like this. It's case that 12 news tonight. The night bleed. Let's go down to City Hall where the Cindy Williams is standing by with. What are we doing? No one's good. We're done with that. That's time to move on. Like Jerry would say, piss on it.
We talked NFL today. NFL, they started letting guys wear whatever cleats. They started letting guys dance. They started letting guys dance a little more. They're getting fresh with the uniforms. Doing the music. I don't know what guy it is. It's some news anchor. White guy. He knows every TikTok dance, and his following has gone through the roof. And he's not. This isn't on the air shit. This is him recording content away from the news. And he's built up a gigantic following because, now look, I'm not going to do that. But I'm saying he understands where we're going in this world. There's ways there's different stuff you can find. Again, I'm not telling people to go out and learn TikTok dances, but what I'm saying is evolve or die.
Yeah, I'm not saying lose your professionalism either.
No.
There's a way to do news for younger folks. There really is. But I appreciate you saying that about me. I've given up on that many years ago.
Yeah,
many years ago. I think if I were a news director, and I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus. We know a lot of TV.
Yeah, people. No, I'm not doing that.
These are general
I got respect for all those people.
I like Nate, and I like Larry Ramirez over at KSAT. And I like Chuck over at Fox. He's been there forever.
Who is Larry
and the great Don Harris. Not a month goes by I don't talk to Don Harris.
Well, do you tell Don that he
I know I'm good. Huh?
You tell Don he owes us a Sunday night hit.
I'm saying he owes us a Sunday night hit. I promise we won't cuss, Don. We can even pre-tape it. That way, if I do slip, y'all can edit it out. I won't.
Hey, who is Larry? Larry's the one that took over for Greg?
Mexican dude, KSAT, yeah.
Is he a cool dude? I don't know Larry, but I used to see him at all the Spurs.
I've met him a few times, I've seen him on the streets here and there, but not everywhere, so I can't say. I don't know him very well, but he's always real cool with me. Saw him at Spurs Media Day. Said what's up,
All right.
They should let those guys do commentaries every Sunday night. Don Harris. Now Don gets to do it. He's the only one in town who gets to do as far as I know. As far as I know, yes.
He does different stuff that puts him in front of different eyes.
Right. Now I don't know if Chuck does or not, but anybody that's not doing commentary, y'all are effing up. We want commentary. We want opinions. We want to see that from our sports guys.
Chuck gets it too.
He does? Okay, cool.
Chuck gets it too. That's why Chuck survived. He gets
all right,
it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's it. These stations all need to evolve. They need to get newer and market to newer people. And you're seeing that because it's not just KSAT that there's stations all over the country firing fools, saving money, but also trying to evolve and get newer.
We don't got to get into the weeds, but it's a part of the reason why you and I decide. Well, you are already doing it, but it's a part of the reason why you decided to go do what you're doing, and it's part of the reason why I decided to come over this way too. Yeah, because it's evolve or die.
This is where it's at,
Because I'm telling you, I could see in what are we 24? I could see in 26 or there's no Stephen A on First Take. You just got the Stephen A network, and Shannon Sharp just has the Shannon Sharp network. I'm not comparing us to those giants.
Yeah.
Look at Le Batard,
Bomani Go right ahead.
Jones,
compare us all you want. We can play with them.
You know, all those guys. Like it's an evolve or die situation. Even Cowherd. Cowherd, he's already putting his chips in place for Fox decides to go younger.
Colin's got the volume now. Draymond was the first guy he hired to do a show on the volume. I need some more booze. All right, so.
Damn, that's your third glass, buddy.
I'm keeping it just drinking a little bit at a time. Slow sip. I'll make this one count. I don't want to get loaded on the show. I'll make this one count. This is Fruit Farm San Antonio. Fruit Farm San Antonio. Made in Italy.
Oh shit! Here I'm about to give you credit.
But it does say Fruit Farm San Antonio. It's just made in Italy. Got a little peach passion here. Goes good with a THC. That's the other thing. No station in town's got the balls to hire me because they know that I'm a smoker, and I talk about it. Which I think
if you pass the drug test, who cares?
But I wouldn't pass it. Rudy, I would never pass the drug test. But I'd be good. I'd do a good job if someone would let me do it. I promise you I would do a good job. And I'm a professional. I'm a grown-ass man. I do smoke. If that's a problem, then don't hire me. But, I would just tell any of the TV people in this city, I'm going to move on. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm getting a little full of myself. But, like I told Peter Bolger and Mr. T when I got interviewed for the radio job, I'm not great at very many things. But on this one, there's a reason why you flew me down to interview me today. If you want to win, you will hire me. You can win with other people. I'm just saying. But if you hire me, you will win.
I'm just saying.
I went cocky as hell with him. Got the job.
Sometimes you got to do it. Yeah.
I had nothing to lose. I was fine. I was a month away from taking a teaching job at Plano East High School in Plano, up by the Star where the Cowboys now practice in Frisco.
Shout out to the teachers, but ew.
Shout out to the teachers. Anyway, I was trying to say I bought this booze, like always. Texas Chill Liquor. Trying to take all the bad, nasty notes off. Remember yesterday I had a terrible word on my card. I kept going over. That's good. Texas Chill Liquor. Ah, yes. All you got to do is say in the building and get yourself 5% off all purchases at any of the 7 area locations. 6 in San Antonio proper, 1 in Boerne, Texas. All things 5% off, whether it's cigars, but they sell cigars. Maybe you need some cigarettes. Maybe we'll live in a world one day where you can buy weed at Texas Cheer Liquor. That would be fun. But in the meantime, you got to settle for booze and cigars and cigarettes.
And lottery tickets. And
don't forget the scratch off. That's right. Absolutely. We got a lot of winners in San Antonio. Mexicans are lucky when it comes to the scratch off. You know that, don't you? I try to get Nina to play once a week. She won't do it. Texas Cheer Liquor. 5% off all Texas Cheer Liquors. All right. What else today? What's in your head? What do y'all want to get into? I'm out of material. That's class.
You know what I do?
I'd like to go enjoy it. What do we got next?
I gotta get back to my buddy, our buddy, Thunderdome buddy, in the building buddy, Russ. I still told him I need to get my roof looked at.
Oh, your own roof looked at.
Yeah, I already get my own roof looked at.
Oh, what's wrong with it? Here, go ahead and might as well slap the GC logo up there, LG. What's wrong with your roof?
It's time. It's just time. It's been a while.
Is it the original roof?
Not the original, no, but it's time because we've had a bunch of hailstorms out here.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely storm season for sure. And no doubt we've got a couple more in store before we get to summertime for good. GC Services Roofing and Construction. Call him tomorrow. You got his number, don't you?
Yeah, he gave me a call last night, but I was.
Yeah, well, that's his cell right there on the screen. Yeah, that's his cell. 347.
He called me last night. I got to get back to him.
Get him. 347-0426 is his number. Russ and Gino and all the guys at GC Services Roofing and Construction, they are Thunderdome. But you know what? Who cares if they're Thunderdome? If you need a roof job or a repair or a whole new one, it don't matter if they're Thunderdome. You got to get a man wants you got to get what you pay for. You got to get the right roof. But take it from us, they would not be the official roofing company of us if they weren't absolutely legit, and they are. Call Russ. Do mention us. They like to hear from Thunderdomers. The website, gcservicesroofing.com. gcservicesroofing.com. All right. Getting ready for Hawaii. I've been working on a list today. Things to do.
What? Oh, okay.
What do y'all want to see? I mean, I've got a sponsor now, which I'll be announcing that on Friday. Giving shout out to
you're such a gosh damn tease.
The official sponsor of the Hawaiian trip 2K24.
So where did you land? 3-star, 4-star, 5-star?
It's nice.
I've seen it. I know what it looks like.
Talk to me, LG.
Let's just say he's broadcast from the hotel before.
Right, and it looks like I was in a jail cell because it's a very old hotel.
But it's nice.
The walls concrete. No, it gets the job done. But I have an idea. It's so funny this came up. I swear to God, I was talking to Nina about this at dinner. I was like, I think when I get there, I'm going to go to like a Goodwill or like a Michael's or something and get some cheap artwork and put it up in the hotel where I'm staying all week.
And then throw it away before you leave?
Yeah, I just have something in the background. I mean, we have a sponsor, man. I can't look like I'm being held for ransom in Venezuela.
Have you seen Scarface, right? The movie?
Sure.
Yes.
You know the scene where his homie gets chopped up in the bathtub? And the old lady has the gun underneath the pillow? That's what the hotel room looks like.
Hey, so that hotel is very old. It's in the middle of Waikiki, which is the fanciest most touristy part of the entire island. And I don't really want to stay in the touristy areas, but I stay there because it's the cheapest. It was grandfathered in. It's called a heritage hotel because it's so old. When the city started building all these brand new resorts everywhere, Hawaiian law stepped in and was like, y'all cannot tear this motel down. As long as they want to run it, they can run it. And it's been there 80 years. I'll try to get some of the history on the hotel. We'll do some Hawaiian talk while I'm out there this coming week. I'll see if I can get some history on that hotel because I'll bet you, because it's been there 100 years, I bet you some famous people have stayed in it, just not anymore because it's surrounded by megastar, fucking Michelin restaurants and stuff inside. But it's going to be a fun day.
Show me some. I want to hear about Hawaiian foods, like not like out in restaurants, but like local candy or something that's different than from in the U.S. or something like that. Like they got better like Kit Kats or something. Different flavors of chips.
Hawaiian shit, like Hawaiian chamoy, like what they eat, like what the kids eat there locally.
Exactly, like local
All right, I just wrote that down.
And snacks.
All right, Rudy, you got any requests?
Street snacks.
All right, street snacks. I can do that.
I want footage. I don't know. I won't say footage because you have to be too far out. But I'd like some footage of you surfing.
Dude,
it won't be good. It won't be good.
That'd be hard
from that far away.
How about some footage of me stand up paddleboarding? That's more my speed.
You got a GoPro or some shit?
Well, we'll figure it out. I cannot surf, man. I'm so bad. I've caught 2 waves ever. Out of like 50 times, I've caught 2 waves. I grew up in Texas, man. I didn't start surfing until I was late 40s, and you just can't. That's something you got to do from birth. It's kind of like Dominican little baseball players. That's why they're so good.
Yeah, well, I'm down with
that. But
LG.
I can stand up paddle like a sumbitch.
Well, roll tape on that, and I'll go to the localist of local place and give us a food review.
And I'll grab some Canadian snacks next week.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, this is what they got.
Yeah, eat some of that pootie tang or whatever you ate up there last
buffalo
time.
Jerky or moose jerky or something.
Moose jerky. Eat some seal. Eat seal.
Yeah.
There's some what's that dude's? What's the weirdo name? Damn Potter. He eats elk like every day. Forget his name.
Who eats elk every day?
The dude who's the godfather of podcasting. The Oprah of
Rogan.
Men.
Yeah. Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's all swole up and red.
He's an elker.
His heart's going to explode before 70, no question, with the shit he eats. You got to mix in some plants. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a fun week. Although we got one more show tomorrow, though. I ain't trying to leave just yet.
We got another show tomorrow.
All right.
We do not crap on the listener, so.
That's right. You're damn right. All right. All the spots are in. All the opinions are given. I need to finish this bottle. Love you all hard. I got in trouble last time I was stoned and drunk on the show, so I don't want to be that today.
Me too. I fell asleep and been drunk on the show.
You did fall asleep on the show.
No one noticed. Except LG's.
I know. That's it. We're done. Friday will be explosive. It's the last show of the week. I'm going to make sure it's explosive. Because we're the best damn talk show in South Texas. And we should be, honestly, forget local news. Our damn show should be televised. We should be doing a weekly TV show locally here in town with one of the stations. Like our podcast. We need to do a podcast that's televised once a week with the three of us. Don't you agree?
Hell yeah. No brainer.
Quit being afraid, local news stations. There's lots of talented people in this city, not just us. Do you want to win? Contact us. Love y'all hard. See you in here mañana.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.